A message from the mitochondria.
In most cases of neurodegenerative disorders, there is a mechanism by which cytoskeletal disruption initiates a series of events, including mitochondrial dysfunction. Therefore, such neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's are originally triggered by the cytoskeleton, and we are left to deal with its problem. Additionally, we as mitochondria have developed a wide range of quality control mechanisms that remove damaged mitochondrial cargo and materials so that we are able to repair the damage and ultimately restore ourselves and the cell back to normal function. Furthermore, it is not the mitochondria that causes diabetes. It is the endoplasmic reticulum. We cannot provide the unreasonable amount of ATP to fix an out-of-position and unfolding ER, which defects the trafficking of proinsulin, consequently causing diabetes.
Even if these diseases or malfunctions were to occur within the cell, this would be a greater reason as to why we need to become the mayor of Cell City. If we become the leader of the cell, we will ensure that the energy that we produce and provide will be sufficient enough to prevent weaknesses from arising. If we're not elected, the mitochondria will become neglected, causing greater harm towards the cell. An example of that would be heart failure. The cell will not be able to function because it is shutting down, causing the mitochondria to also not create energy. And although the mitochondria itself would be shutting down, none of the other organelles will be able to maintain cellular function without us.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, meaning that the mitochondria supplies energy, fuel, as well as efficiency throughout our entire city. If the mitochondria were to be elected, we would slowly start to see advancements in all different aspects of our cities. We would slowly start to see the economy coming and rising. We would slowly start to see progression in new buildings coming into place. We would slowly start to see advancements in technology, as well as environmental issues being addressed right then and there. Now, if the mitochondria were not to be elected, all of those units would slowly start to fall apart, and our city would eventually become a ghost town. The progression of new buildings would come to a halt. We would see destruction of our economy. We would see our environmental issues worsening day by day, and overall, all those problems coming together would lead to the fail of our entire city.
So we, the mitochondria, are very much adapted to the position of mayorship as we listen to the requests and necessities of our citizens of Cell City. So our three main concerns are protection, energy, and storage. So starting with protection, the security of our citizens is very important to us, as we may never know who could be lurking outside of the city. Like viruses or antigens, we need to have a plan to be prepared to protect our citizens from these threats. For this reason, we have included within our mitochondrial plan a double membrane where a select few molecules and ions are able to enter through the outer membrane. And from there, the inner membrane will provide even more protection by only allowing smaller and neutral charges through. So our next point of concern is energy, which is mostly what we're known for. But our plan is that within this inner membrane, we will have an eco-friendly energy production crew called the matrix. And this gel-like material will utilize an abundance of sources like oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water that is abundantly found within our city to create power for not only our city, but our entire country. And our last point of concern is our storage. So our new storage system is called the Christe. Not only will it allow for more storage for our city, but it will also help our inner membrane by covering more surface area for your security. This message is approved by the mitochondria.